It was tragic what happened to his tribe.
And his people. It was tragic. It's terrible.
You know, when something like that happens,
Mm-hmm.
how do you really get over it?
I don't know.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
If you don't already know, my name is Kathy,
My name's Tom.
and we're the Marvelous Donohues.
Marvel heads. Long pause. Welcome.
Welcome indeed. Wow, you guys, we are well rested because we have had a great time off this week.
That's right. We had a whole week off of not doing a lot of stuff. We did go to IKEA. Maybe we'll talk more about that another day. But
I know. And we finished our wallpaper. If you are following us on IG, Instagram, I'll put it here. You guys, this kitchen and this glamovation has taken a turn. I won't say for the worse, but our glamovation has now turned into a DIY, do-it-yourself.
that's right. We couldn't hire other people to do it because we thought, we could do it better ourselves. So
That's not true.
Oh.
That is not true. We
scratch that.
We actually, because of the, you guys with the Rona, it's hard to hire somebody, and it's not cost efficient. So we were like, we've actually done DIY, which we said before, in our homes ourselves. But now I was thinking I can afford to hire somebody, so why not do it? I'm sorry, that little piece back there gonna drive me crazy. Y'all see, I just changed my little doo-doo too. I changed my little hairdo.
I love it, by the way.
Thank you. But you guys, you're gonna see some changes in the house.
Yes.
If you're watching us on Instagram and with our show, because we're gonna continue doing it, and we are ready for the next series that's coming up. And we may go back and touch bases on an old one because we realized we didn't do Mandalorian.
Yeah, we did.
It's long, but it's so good. Baby Yoda equals Grogu, okay?
Grogu, who's not a baby.
He's not. He's 50, people.
50. He looks good for 50.
He does look good for 50. But, you guys, we are on episode 4. Episode 4.
See how I did that?
Episode 4 of Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
And we're still loving it, guys.
We are. We're still loving it. It's that onion. We're just peeling back the onion of this story.
Learning more about him with the phase in of the past and the future.
Yeah.
I love that sequencing too.
I do too. I think it's really melted or melded the timeline together so that you can get an appreciation for who he is, but who he was.
Yeah. I love it. So, we want to get a shout out to our many subscribers, you guys. We're sitting at 24. So if you're watching and you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe.
Please, tell your friends.
We are trying to get to 50 subscribers, and if we can click that 25, and listen, you guys, we are a lot of fun.
We're a lot of fun, and we're keeping it real, which is what we always do.
We do.
And we have the best, I'm just going to say it, we have the best Marvel review show in the atmosphere.
In the stratosphere. I like it, in our opinion. Stratosphere.
Maybe we'll put a
montage here where we look at it.
But we owe it all to you because you're why we do it.
Yeah.
So we enjoy you here. We enjoy the journey, and we want you to keep traveling along with us. So.
Yes, we do. Thank you, Tom. Look, that was like a really ritzy kind of intro. Enjoy the journey with traveling.
I don't know. Probably because I'm rested and we've got a week to think about fun things to say to our viewers.
If you guys have taken I call it a mental health break, I needed to just have have some time off. We actually didn't go anywhere. We just slept in. We ate. We set some goals and contemplated our life. And we're just really going to be living out our goal and our what are we calling that? Our life goal for I was thinking about intention this year.
This year is the year of intention for us. Last year was the year of creativity,
and we started this page.
That's right. So that was pretty creative.
Yeah, it was. And now, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm just messing with this hair. I was trying to make sure I look good on camera for you. That's all.
You do. You look great.
Thank you. But let's get down to why people are here.
That's
Boba
right.
Fett, okay? Episode 4. And as we know, our hero always starts out in that cryogenic chamber, like hypo chamber,
hydro chamber, whatever you want to
water
call
chamber, H2O chamber.
That's right.
Because if you don't know, he is actually a clone of his father.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I thought that was weird, but hey.
I'd like to meet his father, actually.
Yeah.
That makes me think.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe they'll have a prequel, Baby Boba Fett and see, or maybe in his cryo chamber, he will go back that far. We've seen snippets of it, but maybe they'll do something like that in the episode. That would be interesting.
Because he goes back to the Tuscans. Of course, he's living with these folks for years. The sand people, we call them.
Right, but they are called the Tuscans.
And they're murdered. They're killed. And
because
I think in this episode, to me, he still has a sense of guilt.
Oh,
and remorse for losing his people.
I believe, for me, like you say, Tom, he blames himself because he thought, this is what he thought, that if I can help them get money for the people passing over their lands and they wouldn't have to be scavengers. They would have a regular life. They'd be able to get money. They wouldn't be murdered. So I've actually done a good thing. They've initiated me into the tribe, welcomed me. Now I'm one of them, and I come back. And this is a man that's always been a loner,
Right.
And they're all murdered.
Yeah.
And now he's alone again.
Yeah. And he realized, sometimes you don't realize what you have till it's gone. And he realized the camaraderie, the love, and the bond that he shared with them.
Yes.
And he had that hole in his heart.
Right. Ripped out of him.
And I think this was a Renaissance episode. I think it was an episode of him finding his way.
Right. And also realizing that the old way, the way he used to be, it's still in there, but that doesn't have to be him anymore.
Right.
And this is also an origin story for where he meets Fennec.
Yeah, Fennec Shand, And so he is going along, and he meets her. He finds her left for dead, basically in the sand.
By the Mandalorian, by the way.
If you remember season 2, he had gotten into a scrape with Fennec, and he left her, and Boba finds her.
Right. Yeah. And that may have happened season 1 because she was trying to double cross him and take the baby Grogu.
Yeah.
And that's why he ended up shooting her and leaving her for dead. He actually thought he killed her until later on. But that's what I'm saying. We got to get into that a little bit.
Exactly.
So the Mandalorian, so you can know. But yeah, this is their origin story.
He finds her, and instead of saying, "Well, goodbye," leave her. She's really wounded, and he takes her to this depot. Right,
where they... remember the kids from the last episode that they were kind of not genetically engineered, but...
like cyborg.
Yeah, like cyborg.
Eye and stuff.
So he actually takes Fennec, and to save her life, he takes her to one of these places where she becomes like a cyborg, half human and half robotics or whatever. Yeah. So she wakes up and she's like, "What have you done to me? What in the world?"
Yeah, turns her into kind of a android cyborg robot-ish person.
So they're getting to know each other, and
they're both. I just didn't mean to jump in, but
Okay.
I think both of them were kind of like loners.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
You know?
They were both bounty hunters and both loners, but he asked her to join in on this quest of his to get his ship back.
Yeah.
And he would pay her.
Yeah.
But in the midst of that, he says they're hanging out around a fire and having some food. And he says, you know, you don't have to go.
Right. Right.
You know, I can offer you something more than money. She's like, more than money? What What are you talking about? He said, I can offer you friendship and loyalty.
Right.
And she said to him, you know what, them Tuscans, you ain't hanging out with them too much. They didn't made you soft. You know, you didn't go all soft on us.
Yeah.
And he says, you know, I haven't gone soft. I realized to get anywhere in this world, you need people. You need your tribe.
Right.
And I like that.
Right. And his statement to me, which resounded, you know, highly, was that you can only get so far without a tribe.
Yes.
And I think that was the whole seed. You know, we say Genesis moment. This is the whole seed of this episode, where it's like this sprouted his development of his tribe, his people, his what we'll find out, his syndicate.
Right. So he is going around in this episode, and we won't recap all of it, that he is gathering his tribe.
Yeah.
First, he gets the kids in the last episode.
They call them the Vespa kids.
The Vespa, yeah, I like that.
So the colorful Vespas they're driving around with, right?
I liked it. The Vespa kids.
Yeah.
He got the Gamorreans.
The Gamorreans.
And then he's got Fennec.
Yeah.
And in this episode, at the end, he actually gets the Wookiee. Is that his name?
Black Kershan.
Yes.
Kershan. He's the evil Wookiee of Chewbacca.
Right.
And
formerly evil Wookiee.
Formerly. And then of course, they have that fight scene. There's a little fight scene where he's fighting the lizard people in the bar. And, you know, again, Boba's like, kind of like your spirit, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to give you a job or however that came about. And
yeah, that's exactly how it came about. He was like, you have nothing. This Wookiee was this great fighter and warrior,
right.
And now he's sitting around getting drunk in the bar, and basically he's been ostracized by almost everyone.
Well, his own people, the Wookiees, because he was a violent sort or a mean chap or whatever.
Yeah. So he is now part of his tribe.
Yeah.
And you know what that reminded me of? Remember the episode of What If, where Chadwick Boseman was paying, you know, and he gathered everybody together, you know, even Thanos.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and I feel like Boba Fett is now doing that. He's taking the evil and the outcast, and he's gathering them together.
Yeah.
And it's not for what you think, because, you know, they are bad people.
Yeah.
And he's considered now a syndicate leader.
Right.
But he's gathering them actually for revenge.
Right.
You know, which he does get some revenge on the first people that killed his tribe.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But we want to... you know, we want to bring out that, because I'm noticing the theme of this series is tribe.
It is tribe.
About people.
Yeah, that one man or one woman. You don't have to be an island.
Yeah.
You know?
And it started off that way, and it's a continuing that he's gathering his people around him to help him kind of like defeat the bad guys and the Pikes and bring his the
Fetts, the twins. I mean, you know, there's a long list.
Yeah, the twins. Yeah, I mean, but they're all different.
Yes,
you know, but he's bringing together these different people, and so I'm talking a little bit about the ending and what he ended up doing.
So he is gathering. It's kind of a little like Al Capone. It's like, you know, Chicago Mafia. You know, it's like this table, and they're all sitting around. This kind of, when she and I watched it, had kind of an eerie feeling about that. This is kind of like Al Capone getting his people together, and he gathered all the, we'll call them kingpins, all the groups neighboring groups that were kind of crime lords or crime bosses.
Yes.
And said, you know what? We need to be together.
Yeah.
We need to, his message was pretty simple. We need to bond together and not fight each other, not fight against each other,
Right.
fight with each other against a common enemy.
Yes.
And one by one, they all acquiesced. They all said, yeah, we're with you.
Yeah, yeah. At first they were skeptical. He's like, why should we follow you? And spoiler alert, we should have did this before. But I want to say this because it's an integral part in winning them over. The rest of the little territorial mob bosses. That they were sitting on top of the big dragon-like monster again, because we didn't tell you this, but in the last episode, he got gifted another monster like the big jelly guy had.
Yeah, you mean Boba? Not
Boba Fett.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. He got gifted another nasty dragon thing to go down in that basement.
That's right.
The twins gave it to him. So they're all sitting on top of this thing. He's not. Him and Fennec are on the outside. But if he had pulled a button, all those guys pushed a button, that whole table, along with the rest of the syndicate, they would have fell through. Yeah. And they were like, we're sitting on top of this.
Then they find out that dragging things down there, they're like, okay.
Yeah, we're in. Yeah. Because they realized, this is what I think, they realized that he could have just killed them. Yeah. Opened that trap door and killed them, but he didn't. He didn't.
It was a great episode.
It was a great episode.
We did talk about a little bit about Chadwick Boseman. Yes. If you've not watched our What If video,
yes,
it's episode 2 of What If.
Oh, gosh.
So please watch that.
Please do.
It kind of colors your perspective about just bringing people together.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
And changing them.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's all we have for now.
That's it. And please watch our other videos.
Yes.
Like and subscribe, comment. Give us a little tip or a little comment about how you like the series. How do you like this episode? And where do you see the series going?
Right. Because we want to make sure that we're having a dialogue and a conversation with you guys. I know sometimes we do a rant on a little bit because we like what we're doing. But we want to let you know we appreciate you. And stay tuned for the next episode. And like and subscribe, but click on there if you want to watch our next episode. And thank you for joining us today. I'm Kathy.
I'm Tom.
And we're the Marvelous Donohues. And we will see you next time.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.